Chào các bạn, hôm nay Bảo Ngọc sẽ cùng giáo viên bản ngữ học cách phân biệt danh từ đếm được và không đếm được, một chủ đề quan trọng trong ngữ pháp tiếng Anh. Hãy cùng tham gia bài học thú vị và khám phá các mẹo thực tế ngay bây giờ nhé.
I hope you can work it in. Okay. Like I said previously, before my screen froze, we have a little guessing game. So I'm going to try one more time to load it. I hope my screen doesn't freeze, so let's try. I'm going to turn my camera off to help support. Great. Let's just wait until it gets into full screen. Alright, so we've played this before. You know that it will show you a portion of the picture and then we will try and guess what it is, and then it will zoom out a little bit each time so we can officially see what the picture is. Alright, let's begin. Okay. Oh, here we go. We got some point system going here. For 5 points, what do you think the first picture is?
Is noodles.
Noodles. All right. Let's see. Do you still think it's noodles?
It look weird, but I think it's noodles.
Noodles. Okay. Yeah, so it is noodles or pasta. This is a definitely interesting kind of noodle. I've never seen it so straight and zigzag like this before. So,
Yeah.
all right, well done. So pasta or noodles, well done. Okay, from first at glance, what do you think this could be?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, all right. All right, are you sticking with your answer for chocolate?
No, it's not like meat.
Meat, perhaps, yes. Alright, so it is a piece of meat. Do you agree?
Yes.
Is there any specific name to this meat or just meat?
Cow meat.
Cow meat or perhaps a steak?
Oh yeah.
Steak. Okay, great. All right. What do you think this is?
It look rot.
It looks
So maybe a rotten potato.
okay. It looks like a rotten potato. Okay, do you still think it's a rotten potato?
No, it looks spiky.
It looks like
It's kind of vegetable.
yeah.
Asparagus.
Yeah, it is an asparagus. Well done. So you Ooh, this looks interesting. In a way, a little gooey. Okay, what do you think this could be?
It's kind of like a candy, like a lollipop that's dipped in the sugar.
In sugar? Yeah, powdered sugar. Great guess. Let's see. All right, are you sticking by your answer, candy in sugar?
No, it looks like rock candy.
Rock candy. Okay. Still in the candy range. All right. So you were right. It is candy.
But it is sour gummy.
Sour gummy, yes. Do you like sour gummies?
No.
Oh, I love sour gummies. They're my favorite. And these are like mints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Oh wow, this could be anything. What do you think it could be?
It could be a fruit.
Perhaps
Maybe a mango.
a mango? Okay. Oh, excuse me, do you still think it's a mango?
Yes.
Yes, it was a mango. So I will give you 5 points for that. Well done. Picture stick. What is this?
A dragon fruit?
Maybe. Let's look. All right, do you still think a dragon fruit?
No, it's kind of weird.
Oh, it looks a little like gummy or so. I'm gonna tell you what I guess. I think it could be dumplings with sesame seeds, but I could be wrong. I'm also guessing here. Okay, let's see. Oh, now it's loading.
Baby?
Can you repeat that?
Is it a dumpling?
It is a dumpling. It's a dumpling with sesame seeds.
So you're right.
Yeah. A dumpling with sesame seeds. Okay, what is your guess at 5 points?
It is look like a candy. Maybe it's a a gummy, but it's a long gummy with stick with other candy.
Yes, I good guess. It perhaps could be. Are you sticking by your answer, or do you have a different guess?
I still stick with my answer.
Great. Oh, okay. Alright, do you know what it is now?
It is a donut.
It's a donut, so it was sprinkles that we were looking at. Okay. Alright, and what do you think this could be?
It is easy. It's corn.
It's corn! Great. Ah, grilled corn. Have you ever tried a grilled corn before?
No.
No? Oh, it's really yummy with garlic butter on it. It's really yummy. Okay, well done. Now we will continue. That was all about some food. Alright, so I have a picture here. Tell me when you can see it. Did the screen change from YouTube to something else? I wasn't able to get this image to focus more, but you can see most of it, yes? Clearly.
I didn't see it clear.
You can see it clearly?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a restaurant scene. I would like you to please describe it to me, or tell me, use your imagination a bit and maybe perhaps come up with a story about this picture, and you can tell me it and discuss it. So you can have a look, and then when you're ready, you can start.
The restaurant look kind of fancy. How do I think a story?
Will you probably do a story? Is that what you said?
No, but I don't know how to do a story with all of these people.
Okay, that's alright. You can maybe then just describe what you see and what's going on in this picture.
Oh, I can see a man is frying a Fruit Loop.
A Fruit Loop? Okay, great. Yes? There are different things happening in each picture. Let's see if you can tell me a little something about each of these.
Well, I can see the first one is the people look like it's a bar that they were going. The second one is the man who choosing his clothes.
Yeah.
The third one is look like it's a very fancy place for people having on a date.
Okay, yes.
And the fourth one is I can see a woman is cleaning the plates.
Yes.
And the fifth one is I can see everyone is cooking.
Cooking in the kitchen, yes. Who do you think the head chef is? The main chef?
Well, I think the main chef is the man who is pointing to every food on the menu.
Yeah, he's probably making sure they get it done.
But what do we fry with a Fruit Loop for?
I don't know. Maybe that's not Fruit Loops. Maybe it's something else, but I cannot tell. So it does look like a Fruit Loop. Maybe they are making candied Fruit Loop, And maybe they're making it as a dessert. I don't know.
But why do they have to fry it?
I don't know. Chefs are usually really creative on how they can use different foods and ingredients and how to make different foods. So it's quite interesting. So maybe they're trying something new and to see what fried Fruit Loops taste like. I definitely don't know if I would try that, or maybe it would be surprisingly good. Perhaps. We don't know. Alright, is there anything else you can tell me?
I see an old couple are talking to each other.
Yeah. Great. So it's 4 different scenes. This is perhaps the entrance of the restaurant restaurant area. This is what they normally call the front desk, and sometimes at the front desk they take your coat and put it on a rack or a coat room, and they keep your coat for you so it's not just lying around wherever you are. And then this is like this looks a little informal bar area, and then the restaurant looks like a formal dining area, and then the kitchen itself is busy with I think she's the dishwasher. She washes the dishes, and she could be what do they call it? The confectioners or confectioneers. They work with baking. They only work with like desserts and baking goods. So maybe she's doing that. I don't know. And then yes, the head chef is pointing at the menu, and we obviously have the waiters walking in and out of the kitchen to collect food and serve the food, or waiters or servers, you can call them. Well done. One moment please, and then I'll load the rest of the work. Alright, you hear me?
I can't see the screen.
Okay, so does it say 5B quantity? I can talk about quantity.
Yeah.
Alright, so yesterday, let's just review. We learned, or we were introduced to countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are nouns that are things that you can count. They have a singular and plural form. Uncountable nouns are things you can't count, you can only weigh or measure. They only have a singular form. So that's our clue in finding countable and uncountable nouns. Let's continue. Then we learned a little bit of a vocabulary here. Onions, fridge, butter, and what is this one?
Bread.
Alright, now we over here. It says, read and listen to the dialogue. Where are Molly and Archie? At home, in a cafe, or in a shop? Alright, so I think we can read along as we listen. Do you agree? I think we can do both of them.
Okay.
Okay, so read along as you listen.
Lesson 5B, Exercise 2.
I'm hungry. Is there any food in the house?
There's some bread, but there isn't any butter.
That's fine. We don't need butter. Let's make some sandwiches.
OK. There's some ham in the fridge.
Are there any tomatoes?
Yes, they're on the table. But there aren't any onions.
That's okay. I don't like onions.
What are you doing?
I'm putting some salt in my sandwich.
That isn't salt. It's sugar.
Oh no. Oh, that must be an interesting sandwich. Definitely ham and sugar Sandwich. Great. All right. So where are Molly and Archie? Are they at home, in a cafe, or in a shop?
Let's stay at home.
They are at home. Yes. Right. Look at the table below, then underline all the examples of some or any with uncountable nouns in the dialogue. Some and any. We use some in affirmative sentences and any in negative sentences and questions. Do you understand that sentence?
Yes.
Alright, so use examples of uncountable nouns in an affirmative sentence and plural countable nouns. So in the affirmative form, there's some beef, there are some eggs. Alright, uncountable nouns. There's some. Alright, negative form, there isn't any beef. So now in a negative form, we used any, okay? In for uncountable nouns. And plural countable nouns, there aren't any eggs. And interrogative, which is the question form, is there any beef? Are there any eggs? Alright, so in the dialogue, let's see if we can identify some of the examples of some or any with uncountable nouns in the dialogue. So I will highlight them as you go on. So read through it and you can tell me what you see.
Is the negative one is there aren't any onions.
Any onions? Okay. The negative, yes, aren't any onions.
And interrogative one is the parent countable nouns is are there any tomatoes?
Any tomatoes?
The interrogative one is what are you doing?
What are you doing? Yes, that is an interrogative question, but I don't think it has some or any with a countable noun, with an uncountable noun in that sentence. So maybe try again.
Is the affirmative one is let's make some sandwiches.
Some sandwiches? Yeah, some sandwiches. Correct.
In the negative one is there isn't any butter.
Any butter. Great. Negative.
In the affirmative one is there's some bread.
Great. Some bread.
That's all I can see. Oh, more.
Okay. Is there more?
Is the affirmative one is there's some ham in the fridge.
Some ham. Great.
That's all.
That's all? Okay, I think I see one more. I'm hungry. Is there any food? Any food in this house? So that would probably be... Yeah, food is an uncountable noun considered. Yeah. Okay. Well done. I think you've got most of them. Or all of them. Write sentences about the picture in exercise 2. Use there is or are, affirmative and negative, some or any, and nouns 1 to 9. There isn't any rice. There are some tomatoes. Okay, exercise 2. We go back. Okay, so we have to write sentences about the pictures in exercise 2. There is, use there is or are, affirmative and negative, some or any nouns, 1 to 9. Okay. I think these are the pictures. Are these the pictures in exercise 2? The same ones? I think so. Do you have a paper and pen with you?
Yes.
Alright, so I think you can write some sentences. Affirmative and negative using there is or are, and some or any, and nouns. So for example, there isn't any rice, there are some tomatoes. So you have to use these words over here but look at these pictures. For example, we don't see a picture of rice, so there isn't any rice. But there are tomatoes, so there are tomatoes. You can begin writing on your piece of paper the rest of the sentences and using there is and are, negative and affirmative, and some or any, and using the nouns over here. Do you understand?
I understand.
Great. So you can proceed and let me know when you're done. We'll mark together.
But how many times did I do?
So you'll have to do one for each of this word. You have to see, is there bread? I see there is bread. Yes. There is some bread. All right. Then you'll have to check ham. Is there ham? Yes or no? Don't only write yes or no. You have to write the full sentence. And then check if there's beef. Check if there's onions. Check if there's cheese. So just one for each of them. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Hey, I'm done.
All right, great. So let's read your sentences. Can you read? Yes, you can read what you have.
Number 1 is there isn't any water. Number 2 is there are some cheese.
There are some cheese. Okay.
There isn't any onion, but there are some tomatoes.
Okay.
There isn't any beef. There are some ham.
There are some ham. And what about the bread? And oranges?
The oranges I can not see any.
Over here? There are some oranges here. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I think that one would be there are some oranges. Alright, let's check them. Number 1. There is some bread. For number 3. Number 4. There is some ham. There isn't any beef. There aren't any onions. There aren't any onions. There is some cheese. There are some oranges. There isn't any, what's that, water. Alright, please make the corrections to what is needed in your work. So these are the correct forms. If you can see any that you need to correct, please correct them before we move on. And let me know when you are done.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, you done with the corrections?
Yeah.
Alright. Great. Let's continue. Asking about quantity. Asking about quantity, we use how much with uncountable nouns. How much bread is there? None. Okay. How many? We use how many with plural countable nouns. How many tomatoes are there? 3. So countable nouns, we use how many, and uncountable nouns, we use how much. Right, read the learn this box, then complete the questions with how much or how many. Would you like to give number 1 a try?
Is how many housework do you do every week?
Okay, do you think housework is a countable or uncountable noun?
Countable?
I think perhaps it might be uncountable. You cannot count how much housework there is, or it's only measured. It's only something you can measure. So the better way might be how much housework. How much? All right, would you like to give number 2 a try?
Is how many chairs are in this room?
Great. And another tip is, remember, uncountable nouns are usually only in singular form. So just a tip when looking for them. So this is plural form, chairs. So we always use the plural form for countable nouns. How many chairs? Well done. And number 3?
Is how many classmates are wearing jeans today?
Well done. Number 4.
And how much money do you usually spend at the weekend?
Great. Number 5.
How many people live in your home?
How many? Yes.
Is how much t-shirts have you got?
How many actually? But great try. Well done. Great. I think you do have a understanding. Now, let's work in pairs and answer the questions in exercise week. Exercise 6. So, the first, for example, we have here, how much housework do you do every week? None, about 10 minutes, about 2 hours. How much housework do you do every week, Belle?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes of housework? And what does that include? What do you do? Yes?
I sweep the floors. I tidy my clothes. I tidy all of the place, even my room.
All right.
I wash
Yes.
dishes too.
Good. That is very helpful. Well done. And all of that takes you about 10 minutes every week?
Yeah.
Wow. You're a really fast worker. Okay. Would you like to ask me one of these questions?
Yes.
All right.
And how much housework do you do every week?
How much housework? I do about 2 hours. I think 2 hours of housework a week, possibly. possibly. Yeah. I do the dishes as well. I do the laundry or my laundry. I help sweep the floors. I clean my room and my bathroom. And I think if you have to put all of that time up in the week, it's about 2 hours. It will easily equal to about 2 hours. Yeah, I think that's it. And I sometimes cook. I sometimes cook food as well. Cook for my family. Yeah, that's about it. Other than my chores of taking care of my dogs as well, then yeah. Okay. I would like to ask, how many t-shirts have you got?
Sure. You said,
Yes?
you said t-shirt or a teacher?
Sorry, I meant t-shirts. My nose is a little blocked this morning, so it's a little hard to be speaking right now. How many t-shirts have you got?
A lot.
A lot. I'll accept that answer. Okay. What would you like to ask me?
Yes. How many people live in your home?
Okay, so I live with my parents still. So it's my parents, my grandpa, my 3 younger siblings, myself, and my sister. So we are 8. 8 people live in my home.
Oh,
Yeah, how many people live in your home?
well, my home is 3 people, but when I go to work, it's also plus my 6. I have 6 cousins and my mom and my dad. 6 cousins, my mom and my dad, my grandpa and my grandma, and my niece and my uncle and my aunt.
Wow, that's a lot.
But actually, I also have another grandfather and grandmother. I guess.
So how
And I think I guess my family have 50.
50, 50 or 15?
50.
50. Wow, that's really big. You have a really big family. And do they all live in your home or in their own separate houses?
In their own separate house.
In their own separate houses. Okay. Great. All right. I don't know. How much money do you usually spend at the weekend? Do you get some spending money from your parents?
No.
No? Okay, so you don't.
I don't remember. I do spend my money on slime, but it's $10.
On slime? $10 on slime?
And my mom saw that, so I don't know. She keep my money, and she only said she will give me back my money when I was, 10.
Okay. Alright, so then when you're older, she'll give you some spending money.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, we have reached the end of the lesson. I don't think there will be homework this week. So I hope you enjoy your week until I see you again on Saturday in our next lesson.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye now, Bao. Enjoy the week. Enjoy school.
Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
Goodbye.